You know what's irritating me is that black folks would much rather fight against something than fight for something. We would much rather be on defense versus offense. And what is defense? Defense is moaning and groaning about all these executive orders, fighting against particular things, fighting. We're going to do Target boycotts. We're doing all that. We're stopping ourselves from doing something versus proactively actively going after something, actively searching for black businesses to support and to fund, to invest in, to buy from, right? So if you want a black job, then that black job is most likely going to come from a black business person, a black businesswoman, a black businessman, a black entrepreneur, right? People were talking about, oh, they're no longer recruiting students from HBCUs and things like that. But you know what? Necessity is the mother of all innovation. So you're going to say that we need black genius. We need black genius. Why does it take white institutions for us to see it as black genius? Why aren't we supporting our own? Why aren't we investing in our own businesses? Why aren't we starting our own schools? Who started their own school? King Randall, right? Started his own school. Somebody who is going after those particular things, right? Who's some black entrepreneurs? Who's some black entrepreneurs? CJ, the smart guy, who is the most prolific crypto accountant that I know in the world, right? And guess what? He happens to be a black accountant, right? The Atlanta Blockchain Center, all these people and organizations that we can support that, but you know what we rather do? We much rather hear some feel good message about fighting against the most powerful man in the world and fighting against his policies versus picking and choosing which policies we can actually benefit from. We get so caught up on this person is bad that we are unable to see the good, right? There's all this, oh, the world is ending. That doesn't mean there are changes, right? There are some changes. I'm like I said, this was going to be a wild ride for these 4 years. No doubt about it. But in chaos and in recessions, in chaos is where new powers are created, and in recessions are where new millionaires are created. And we're in already been in a recession. We've just been holding it off, and now we're actually getting ready to actually feel it because with Trump's policies right now, he's actually bringing fiscal responsibility back to the United States. It doesn't seem like it, doesn't feel like it, but just you wait. You got a recession that's coming, and you got all this chaos that's going on. And when you have folks that, when you call people who, black conservatives, black people that are on the right, black Republicans, black MAGA, when you start calling those people coons, and it's the people who are calling you a coon are broker than you. The people who are calling you a sellout have a smaller net worth than you. The people who are calling you a coon don't do as much for the black community as you do. And at the end of the day, all this stuff is about money. It just, does your race get the money or does somebody else? We literally need to follow what the Jews did and have a black Jewish business plan. Have a business plan for the black community. Have an economic plan for the black community. And one of the things that I have been advocating for, crypto and blockchain education, AI education. It's funny, right? What happens is you as somebody like me and some of my colleagues who are in on this tech and we're screaming it out to the world. This is how you use it. This is what you need to do. Very few people actually go and use it. I'll give you an example of how you can use AI. Screenshot that argument, that text argument that you're having with your woman. Screenshot that and send it to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to help you analyze what are the missing cues that I'm missing, what are the my blind spots in this conversation. Black people could be utilizing AI right now. I'm not even talking about building apps and building companies utilizing AI. I'm talking about just using and familiarizing yourself with the technology. The same way that I've been advocating for the last 8 years, 9 years for black people to be involved in crypto. The next wave that's coming is going to be quantum, right? And that's going to even have a higher barrier to entry. But right now, crypto and AI. We're focused on fighting against the president and his administration. Bruh, you need to be figuring out how you can get some of the money, some of your tax dollars back. Instead of depending on the government to shell out to you, do business with the government. I don't know, man. I do know. I don't want my people to be broke. I don't want my people to be in a perpetual state of learned helplessness, because that's what it is. Learned helplessness. That we've been disappointed and let down so many times that we don't even believe in ourselves. That we don't even love ourselves enough to fight like hell when anybody tries to disrupt our life. And then once again, taking things from an unemotional standpoint. Unemotional. Taking back and looking at the facts. Somebody who is offended easily is somebody that is manipulated easily. Somebody that isn't always in their feelings and always in their emotions is somebody that is easily manipulated. And guess who gets offended very quickly? Black folks. Guess who's in their feelings very quickly? Black folks. Guess who's highly manipulated by the media? Black folks. Guess who's highly manipulated by these political parties? Black folks. Like I said, has nothing to do with loyalty to a particular party or a candidate. It has everything to do with, hey, you're in the office right now, and this is what I need from you. This is business. This is not personal. It's not even political. This is business. We live in a constitutional republic that is run by capitalism. Point blank, period. That if you are part of the 1%, that means you have a higher likelihood of your agenda being pushed and followed through. And if you're not part of the 1%, don't know what to tell you, you get the crumbs. Black folks, stop accepting crumbs. You got enough ingredients to make your own bread. Then think about it like this. The United States cannot succeed without black folks. Use that leverage. And what do I mean use that leverage? Hey, we're going to build this. We're going to make sure that we build our schools. Oh, you're getting rid of the Department of Education? Oh, guess what? The town that I live in is 50 or 60% black. Let me introduce a curriculum that isn't DE&I. Let me introduce a curriculum that actually tells the history. Let me implement a curriculum that reflects the needs of the voting community. Oh, you mean take control of your government in the areas where you can take control? Oh, no. Oh, you know what happens is that we know that the average American voter, an average black person, not the black voter, but the average American is full of you know what. that folks won't actually go in and get involved in their state and local government, that they won't get involved in their school board, that hell, you can't even get parents to come to the PTA meetings. Do you know how surprised my daughter's school was when I showed up not playing no games? Like I said, black folks need to take their lives more seriously, and we'll get so much farther advocating for the things that we want versus fighting against the things that we don't want. You get so much farther. Why? If something's already rolling and you're trying to stop it, you're already at a disadvantage because that thing's moving. And you got to use everything that you can. You know what you're doing as you're pushing up against those things? You're not pushing forward the things that you want. And you'll get so much farther pushing the things that you want. What do you want? I want more black businesses. I want more black people in crypto. I want more black people in AI. I'm pushing for that. That's what I'm pushing for. You got the experts. You got access to people like myself. What you gonna do with it? Dr. Jamar Montgomery. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Go visit www.drjamarmontgomery.com. All the resources that you need are there. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.